Hello everyone. Guess what? Today is the day that I become a beekeeper, but I don't have any bees, so let's go catch them. Today is February 22nd. What does that mean? It means that we are experiencing swarming season, and swarming season is when bees that live in their current beehive leave to create new beehives, and we're going to trap those bees that leave their beehives to make a new beehive. We found a swarm of bees. It's the first one of the season. They're right here. I will show you right now. We're gonna catch them. Well, I'm gonna catch them, and we're gonna put them in one of our bee boxes, and hopefully they'll stay there and make their beehive. And yeah, let me show you how I catch them. That's it right there. Do you see them? That's so cool. Right, I'm back at the shed, and I'm gonna put the beekeeping gear on. Alrighty, the first thing we're gonna do is spray them with some water so they can't all like fly away and go crazy. Alright, here I go. And again, this is just water to help them not fly and just fall into the bin where we're gonna catch them. Okay. Then I'm gonna put the bin.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna dump them in here. I almost fell. Alright. Currently, that loud noise you're hearing is all the bees flapping their wings incredibly fast, and it is very loud, so unfortunately in the video you could not hear what I'm saying, so I'm going to do voiceover. And basically my dad and I are going to take any like leaves and stuff that got stuck to them when I pulled them out of the branch that they were hanging off of, and we're also going to spray more water on them to try to keep them in the box. We're also going to use a little brush to like sweep them in, and we're going to wait for them all to get in the box, and once they're all in the box we're going to close it and let them hopefully establish a hive in there. We're going to try to capture them. And how are we going to do that? Well, there's a couple ways that I'm going to show you today, but the first way is by creating their little natural crevices or holes in trees, hollow trees basically, that they love to make beehives in.
And so what I did is bought one of these little cardboard tree or planters for like plants. And what you're gonna have to do is buy some type of foam. We bought some foam like this at Home Depot. It costs about maybe $5–10, and you just glue it to the holes. And this thing, it's basically to keep the bees in there or let them out. We bought this little thing on eBay for about $10. And the other thing you need is a other piece of foam. You can buy this also at Home Depot. They're about like 20 bucks. They come in a square, and you just have to cut it in the correct size to fit in here as a lid. And basically this is what it looks like. And once you have all your materials, you're going to need also a pheromone to attract bees. We got this one from Mexico from a company called
Bee Dynasty.
Basically this liquid attracts the bees into the bee trap. And what you have to do is you put 40 milligrams of this in here, and then you puncture holes into it, and then you're gonna put it into here, and then you're going to close it and then stick this onto a tree, and then the bees will be attracted to it and come in through here and hopefully create a little beehive. And then you can grab this and basically put it into a more permanent situation. The second way that we will trap the bees is basically using Oscar Peroni's method, which basically is creating a bee box for them and then letting them create a stable colony inside of there. You put another bee box on top, and basically if the bees decide to travel up and create hives with honey for us, then we extract that. And since we're never touching the original beehive, they will always have enough honey to survive like all year round. It just makes for a long-lasting beehive, and it's basically a little nicer to the bees. So we're also going to try it that way. So now let me show you our setup. So this is our setup. We have a wine barrel that we're converting into a beehive basically, and up here we put this to hold our frames, which is basically the foundation for the beehive. And once the bees come in, they will keep making the hive all the way to the bottom. And this is like I said, the original hive that we are not going to touch. So we're never going to take these frames out of here. And then we put this other bee box on top. It also has frames inside. This is like the typical ones you see all around. But you put this one on top, and this is the one that we will harvest honey from, and we will never touch anything that's down here, because that's what the bees will use to survive all year round. And if they create some extra honey for us up here, then that's the one we'll take. And that is awesome because we're being nice to the bees. Another thing you can do to attract the bees to your new bee box is by placing it in a telluric current. And don't worry, I will show you how that is done. But basically the earth is basically on a grid of currents, and so every so often, or every few feet, there's a telluric current, and so they're pretty easy to find. I will show you how we do it. Basically we have those like rods that like cross when you're on the current. Are they called dowsing rods? I'm not sure. I will look it up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Let me show you. Let's go find the telluric currents. So we are going to use these little metal rods to find the telluric currents. Here they are. So how this works is I'm gonna walk with these little rods, and when they cross, that means I found the telluric current. All right, ready, set, go. So here's one. And here's another. And this is the place we're gonna use to put our Oscar Terone bee trap. Okay, so we placed our barrel here, and now all we have to do is put our frames in here. And once we're done putting our frames, this will be ready for the bees to come. Now this one is ready. Let's go find the next spot where we're gonna put this one. All right, let's go. Okay, let's find the current. Just gonna wait for them to cross, and then that'll be our spot. Okay, here it is. So I think we're gonna use that tree to put our makeshift beehive. So let's do it. Right here. We'll wait for the bees to come.
Hello, it is June 5th. It's been a while recording this video, but I have an update about the bees. The swarm of bees that we captured and put in the white box, it is now right there. We put it on top of the barrel that I explained to you earlier in this video. The bees have officially created a stable colony in there. I'll show you close up, but basically we drilled some holes down here so the bees can come in and out. They also have a place up here to come in and out. And probably in the future you will see a video of us harvesting the honey and hopefully some honeycomb. I am very, very excited. So do you guys remember this guy over here? Of course you did, because you're watching the whole video and it's been like a few months for me. It's June 5th today. Yeah, it's June 5th today. There's still no bees in here. The Bee Dynasty pheromone has not worked. If ever does, I will let you know, but I don't think it will. Maybe we need something different for the bees in our area, because this seems to work for the people who have used it in Mexico, but maybe not here since we're in the States. Anyways, that is basically all on the bee updates, and I'll see you soon with that delicious honey harvest that we will have very soon. Okay, thank you so much for whopping. Thank you so much for whopping, and I will whop you all later. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon in the next episode. I hope you guys subscribe and continue watching. Shout out to my family who's being supportive of me and my father's project. We're having a lot of fun, and yeah, see you soon.